Hey, Life Together readers, did you happen to miss the big congregational announcement last Sunday? Perhaps you were out of town or for whatever reason couldn't attend the service, sick kids or whatever. There was a big congregational announcement made last Sunday, and we wanted you to make sure that you kept up, that you heard it, and so I thought I'd use this new feature in Keynote and walk you through it. All right, Todd Talley, our Grace Treasurer, stood up on Sunday and gave a fall financial update. And the first slide he showed us was this one, which relates to our 06-07 budget surplus. We ended last year with a pretty significant budget surplus, and the elders and financial trustees just felt led to tithe on that surplus. And so we've been in a process trying to figure out where to put these monies, and these are 8 organizations that we've opted to support and to spread money around. As we've been blessed, we want to be a blessing, and you can kind of see there's a division about halfway down between local organizations and missions or international organizations. So ministry staff allocated half this money, and the missions board allocated the rest. So very, very encouraging. You ought to be encouraged by that. This is where your monies are going. We're trying to bless others as we've been blessed. We also purchased a church van with some surplus monies, and then stuck a chunk of it into a future staff housing fund, just because housing is such an issue here on the Central Coast. So be encouraged. The second slide that Todd walked us through was a building on the legacy financial update regarding giving versus pledging year to date. So far, about $2,232,000, almost $233,000 has been pledged to our building on the legacy vision. And what the financial trustees have tried to do is match those pledges with when they're supposed to come in date-wise. And as best they can tell, pledged to date monies equal about $489,000 was supposed to have come in by now, and actually we've received $618,000, and so giving is running ahead of pledging year to date by $129,000. So we just give thanks for the faithfulness of the Lord's people and their giving to our vision. It seems we're together and united as we move forward. Very, very exciting stuff. This third slide that Todd walked us through on Sunday had to do with our operating budget this year, giving versus budget year to date. And if you've been looking at the Life at Grace financial update, you know we've been running a little below our giving. In our giving compared to our budget, about $70,000, which is pretty typical. If you recall, back in June, we presented to the congregation a completely flat budget compared to last year over year, completely flat. And thus far, year to date, our budget, we're not quite halfway through the year, but our year-to-date budget is $520,000. Our giving has come in about $449 year-to-date so far, so we have a giving deficit of $70,000. But we're actually ahead of giving compared to this time last year, about $4,000 ahead, almost $5,000, and so that's encouraging. Our giving is actually growing here at Grace, but we're a little behind, and we just thought it was valuable to give the congregation an update, and we really believe that it's even more important this year than last year for us to meet our budget or exceed our budget. And so as we head into kind of the close of the calendar year, and folks as they make decisions regarding year-end giving, we wanted to make sure that people were aware of our needs here at Grace. Why is it more important this year than even last year? Why is it more important? Well, that really was the big question that led to the other big announcement on Sunday. After a 3-year search process, the elders, financial trustees, and ministry staff have decided to move ahead with the calling of a new youth pastor. And in fact, we've been in a 3-month process with a guy. You know, we've gotten close a couple of times over the last 3 years, but I've been in a recent process with a guy by the name of Todd Roten, and this is his family, Summer and his children, Ashlyn and Jeremy. This picture is actually a little bit old. His kids are a little bit bigger now, but Todd and Summer have been with us a couple weekends this fall, actually late summer and fall, and we've just had a delightful time with them. The Lord's timing is perfect. We feel like the Lord has dropped these guys in our lap at just the right time and has prepared them and us for a partnership. And after much discussion and prayer, after them meeting with the elders and the ministry staff and the youth board and the youth staff, the consensus is that this was God's man for us. And so we extended a call late last week to Todd, and he immediately responded and expressed their desire to come and join us in gospel ministry here at Grace Church. And so we're just excited about the future, about Pastor Kin's transition to family ministry pastor. It was such an exciting buzz on Sunday. Wish you could have been there as the congregation erupted in applause at the acceptance of the call by Todd, but also second time when Pastor Kin shared that he's not going anywhere, but will continue his ministry here at Grace. So these are exciting times. It's important that you know financially that this position has been in the budget both last year and this year. So this is already a budgeted position. This is not in addition to our operating budget this year, but it's already included, which means that what we need to do is meet our budget this year, and we need to just continue our faithful giving to gospel ministry here at Grace Church. So we wanted you, everybody, as many as we could, to be aware of these exciting developments and how the Lord's leading and directing our ministry, how we're leaning forward by faith into the future. And we really see this season as an opportunity for us to live by faith together. So let's live the gospel, let's live by faith, be encouraged, and we're just so grateful that you are a part of our ministry here at Grace. So sorry you missed it, but now you have it, and I hope you have a great day today.